Fake news, you may love it or hate it, but it does make for a very entertaining distraction, whether it's a secret baby, an affair, or a doomsday prediction. They all make for a brilliant distraction from the same boring old news.
Today we'll cover some of the classic creatures that could be all too real, monsters that just may have escaped your closets, and legends that possibly still hold up to this day. All this and more on Short Stack Fake News Edition.
Missing something, short-term memory, or secret creature? Some people may deny their existence, while some just choose to deny the truth. One of our brave reporters is investigating.
So basically, goblins are real. You might be thinking to yourself, goblins? They aren't real. But contrary to your small brain, they are. All my friends left me for telling the truth. But who needs friends when you have knowledge? For years, I have suspected they have been following me, and as it turns out, I am not alone. And not just because goblins are always following me, but because other people have been tormented by these green hooligans as well. Take a gander at this mother and child catching this goblin on film. It was even reported by the Metro UK.
This video was recorded with a cell phone in Argentina in 2011. You can obviously see the appearance of a tiny creature. According to Sylvia, she was filming her son playing when this little creature ran through the kitchen and escaped to the backyard, leaving behind a nasty smell.
But it only gets worse. These goblins are getting taller. What does that have to do with anything? That means they are getting stronger. Although goblins are the worst thing created by God's majesty, if a goblin were to attack me or you, we could simply punt them like a football. But the taller they get, the better the chance they have at leaving a mildly inconvenient bruise. It took them only 100 years of breeding like rabbits to grow from 2 feet to 3. This one appears to be almost 4 feet. If you are a little person, you need to be extra wary. Take a look.
A local resident who shared a video that came out of her security camera that showed an alien-looking something or another coming out of, well, what I'm thinking is the side door of her house.
The video isn't quite what this La Junta resident was expecting to wake up to at the beginning of June.
So in conclusion, when you are sleeping at night and hear anything unusual, it is definitely a goblin meddling about. So you might as well accept it and keep your windows and doors unlocked. And if you hear anything on the news about a man in a goblin mask breaking into houses stealing painkillers, close your 2 eyes, open your third, and turn that damn TV off. This is Connor Regan signing off from WVTV.
I would be wary of these creatures of the night, sneaking in and out of your homes. Goblins seem too real, but there are more likely worse creatures out there to deal with when you're alone in the dark.
This creature has been seen in many stories, like Little Red Riding Hood. While they seem less threatening in the pages, the real monster is something you don't want to encounter.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here to educate you all on a creature that a lot of people believe to be a myth. That creature is, of course, the werewolf, a hybrid between a person and a wolf.
Now, in recent years, there have been many sightings of wolf beings, but in southern London, there have been 2 sightings several years apart in the Camberwell Old Cemetery. According to the Daily Star, once in 1996, a man visiting the graveyard was suddenly grabbed and slammed to the ground. He looked around for whoever did it, but only saw an odd person covered in fur and a head that looked and growled like a dog. The being quickly fled the scene, but would make a symbol for himself in 2004 when 2 people in the graveyard saw a tree that was being shaken to the point that it was about to be pulled up from its roots, where the people then quickly fled.
A werewolf in a graveyard seems like it would be a really bad omen, but according to a multi-model research project, werewolves that want to stick with their humanity will have to travel a lot in order to stay safe.
A small crew, led by the writer of this project, told a small family of werewolves across America, documenting their behavior and what they did in their daily lives. They even met various types of werewolves, ones that changed to and from people, and ones that were in a more permanent and hostile form.
These sources have had some skeptics start to believe in the urban legend of the werewolf. And who could blame them? I just hope that if I ever meet a werewolf, I have something coated in silver. For For WVTV, this has been Jarrett Mulqueen wishing you a good night.
Maybe you need to look a little closer at your friend who always seems to shave.
Werewolves and goblins may have origins dating back centuries.
But up next, we have a few more modern mysteries that might be closer to home than you think.
When you have a craving for fresh, delicious food made to order quickly, look no further than Greenwood Lake Bagels and Bakery for eat-in, takeout, or delivery 7 days a week. Our bakery offers fresh, store-made muffins, cookies, cupcakes, pies, custom cakes, and so much more. For many years now, Greenwood Lake Bagels and Bakery is the go-to place for bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch specials, baked goods, and dessert. Family owned and operated, Greenwood Lake Bagels and Bakery is proud to be a member of the Laker community. We are open 7 days a week to serve this community breakfast, lunch, snacks, and dessert. Enjoy our food here in the store, outside at our tables, or delivered to your home, office, or boat. Treat yourself, your family, and friends to breakfast, lunch, or dessert from Greenwood Lake Bagels and Bakery at 93 Windermere Ave in Greenwood Lake, or call us at 845-595-1688, or visit us on the web at gwlbagels.com.
A creature that would give many people nightmares and fears for years. Others would beware of this terror, but the town of Point Pleasant idolizes it.
The legend of the Mothman has been a story to tell around Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Multiple witnesses in the town have witnessed the Mothman.
Many say it is around 7 feet tall with a 10-foot wingspan, a man-like body with a round head. The most distinctive feature is the glowing red eyes many have said they've seen. According to the Exponent Telegram, the Mothman has made the town quite profitable, with themed restaurants, merchandise, an entire festival being held in its honor, including a 12-foot stainless steel statue. The festival is held once a year, and hundreds attend to view the statue, and many dress as the creature. Some citizens see this Mothman as a state hero, wanting Confederacy statues replaced by the Mothman in multiple petitions, as he is a more suited candidate, according to ABC 57. While citizens idolize the Mothman and see it as a benevolent creature, others argue that it is a bad omen. The Mothman has been seen at the Silver Bridge in 1967, and shortly after being seen, the bridge collapsed, killing 46 people. Eyewitnesses have gotten the first views of the Mothman, seeing it flying in the sky or sitting on their porches during the summer.
While others see this creature as an omen of death and destruction, the people of Point Pleasant idolize this god as a savior. From WVT-TV, this is Erin Delamota. Back to you in the studio.
While many people outside of West Virginia deem the creature as an omen or just legend, other places like Maryland fear their own demon who lurks closer than some may think.
In the classic tale of the three billy goat gruffs, the goats may have been victim to the monster under the bridge, but in Maryland, the goats are finally striking back. You might be walking past a goat in a petting zoo and be saying, wow, that animal is harmless, but what if it was 7 feet tall with a murderous rage? Today, we're talking about the very real Goatman and his bridge. Rumor says Goatman is a loose lab creation from the 1950s, and according to the credible news source OMG Facts, those who have seen him and lived to tell the tale describe him as an axe-wielding goat-humanoid hybrid with horns and cloven hoofs. His bridge is his highest level of territory, and if agitated, some survivors reported being thrown off by him. Goatman also shows no signs of being friendly with everyday travelers, because according to WFAA News, 5 people claim they saw the monster break a limb of an oak tree and throw it. Some also report that the bridge is haunted by evil spirits spawned by local occultists. Goatman's bridge also leads to a forest where these occultists are reported to hold their meetings for Goatman. The belief of Goatman is so popular that even paranormal series have come to visit the bridge.
On your bridge, it's my bridge now. Holy shit. You hear that? If you want me off this bridge, you're gonna have to kill me.
Those who have lived to tell the tale of the Goatman say he looks like how the ancient Greek satyrs would be described. A man body with a goat's head and behind. And just like the Greek tale, he only has 2 legs. But shockingly, I have seen the Goatman. I even caught him on tape. Terrifying creature. I'm Riley Kupo for WVTV, signing off. Creatures who wander in the dark all prey on the fear of humans that pass them by. You may think bridges are the only haunted areas, but don't wander too far into that forest. You never know what's watching.
Maybe you should think twice about sneaking out past that curfew. You never know what prowls tonight and is waiting for the chance to snatch you up and spirit you away to a grisly fate.
Mythical creatures come in many shapes and sizes, but many people actually don't know that the Slenderman actually exists. Everyone has heard stories about this big, tall, white creature that scares the life out of everyone. However, don't be alarmed, because we will tell you the different places where he has been so far, and so that you don't get the wrong spot during your vacation this summer.
This first story will shock you. According to the New York Post, Slenderman was spotted in Gresham, Oregon in 2009. As you can see, it is very blurry, but you can clearly see Slenderman lurking in the shadows. This night still haunts the residents of this town to this day, that Slenderman might still be hidden in the shadows, awaiting his next victim. Our second story is about a different kind of sighting. According to the Daily Star, Slenderman was caught on camera in the same forest the man has gone missing. In the video he was filming, he heard a noise outside of his tent and went to go check it out. Then he saw a white, skinny figure resembling the Slenderman, but before he could record it, the camera shut off. It should baffle everyone on why this man even went into the forest anyway. No one knows if the Slenderman actually got him, or he's on the run for eternity.
Make sure to watch out for Slenderman on your street and stay safe. This is Andrew Poje from WVTV, signing off.
So if you ever see something wearing a suit in the woods, maybe you should start running the other way.
Once we get back from break, we'll dive into some mysteries that have a greater connection to our planet than you may think.
Don't change the channel. We've got more stories to make your skin crawl and legs shake. That's a promise when we come back after break.
When looking to purchase a home, it's not just the building or the property that always matters. You need good connections with neighbors, lovely views, a great selection of businesses, and a welcoming community. This is Kim Corkum, and she's been working with customers to help make their dream come true, whether it's buying, selling, or renting.
Hi, I've known Kim Corkum for over 10 years. She's one of the best real estate agents in Orange County. She just recently sold my house in Warwick and is working with us to find us a rental until we can figure out what we want to do in the future.
Kim grew up here and continues to be an active member of the community. She wants others to be able to experience Warwick and enjoy all it has to offer as well.
Hi, I'm Kim Corkum from Keller Williams Realty. I've been a realtor since 1998, born and raised here in Warwick, and I absolutely love Warwick. From the Warwick Farmers Market to our St. Anthony's Hospital to our Warwick schools, this location, this area is amazing. It is welcoming to all, and I'm extremely happy and excited to show you our lovely Warwick Valley.
Whether it's getting in touch with nature, enjoying outdoor activities, or the bustling shops and restaurants, Warwick has something for everyone. Kim Corkum will help you find the perfect place to call home with expert guidance at every step. So if Warwick has piqued your interest, then don't delay. Go to kw.com and find your new home today.
Our planet has many mysteries. How were the pyramids built? What lies at the bottom of the Mariana Trench? But one of the biggest enigmas is exactly what lies beneath the crust of the Earth.
I'm here in Australia, which is the closest I could get to Antarctica, where recently the discovery of a man-made cave has left most scientists baffled, but this fresh discovery could possibly be evidence towards one of the oldest theories about our Earth.
The Hollow Earth theory speculates that beneath the crust of our planet lies undiscovered lands and possible civilizations. Originating from Edmund Halley, famous for calculating the orbit of a comet, this theory continues to have its supporters to this day. It's very possible, as NBC reports, that the deepest hole ever drilled, the Kola Deep borehole in the Russian Arctic, reaches only 0.2% of the way to the center of the Earth. There's so much of our planet's interior that has yet to be explored. So can we really claim for certain that there is nothing inside? The supporters of Hollow Earth would agree, as they have staged multiple expeditions to look for evidence of a Hollow Earth despite controversy. Critics may have gone so far as to alter photo evidence that supports Hollow Earth. Most photos of the North Pole from space cover it with a huge hole, or a blackout hole. Why would they want to cover the North Pole? Well, as the theory states, there are sim holes at the North and South Pole that provide access to this hidden world. These man-made caves line up almost perfectly with the sim holes, giving many hope that the discovery of Hollow Earth by the mainstream may finally be close at hand.
With the discovery of these possible sim holes, maybe it's finally time to plan your journey to the center of the Earth. This is Matt Doherty with WVTV, signing off.
Hollow Earth may be fiction to some, but all stories have a kernel of truth in them. Maybe these caves will be evidence to turn Hollow Earth into a theory to a law. Speaking of secrets that hide in our planet, what would be lurking right underneath the water surface?
Most of the dinosaurs may have gone extinct at the asteroid impacts, but have we really looked everywhere to find them? One of our Earth's oldest creatures may just be swimming around in Scotland.
2,000 years, a beast called the Knockless Monster has been terrorizing the waters of Scotland. Today we will be discussing the origins of this beast.
This beast lives in Scotland Highlands in Loch Ness. In 565, an Irish monk was staying in the land of the pits with his companions while he encountered local residents burying a man by the River Ness. They have explained that the man was swimming in the river and was attacked by a water beast. According to history, a couple claimed to have seen an animal on land on April 1933. This creature is described to be large, long-necked, and with one or more humps protruded from the water. Truly, it is a terrifying creature. Mirror has also said that a monk was the first person who claimed to have seen Nessie.
For WVTV, I am Edward Mulvey. If you plan on going swimming this summer, I suggest going to a different lake.
There are things in our lives that make us question our surroundings and thoughts. We as people need to make sure we tell the truth from myth, but that can be easier said than done when myth and truth start to intertwine, leading many to question whether the creatures of storied past are all too real.
You've heard of the myth, the legend, maybe even you've even seen it yourself. Out in the snow, there may be something hiding other than your normal snow bunnies that's much more sinister.
See it yourself. Well, whatever you think, it's true. The Yeti is real.
The Yeti's footprint was measured at about 32 by 15 inches. A professor from Oxford made a global call for all the Yeti artifacts: hair, fingernails, bones, and fragments. And he gets so many artifacts, mostly bits of bear or sheep. He then does DNA analysis and finds that two appear to be bear-like, but can't be explained by any known animal. The closest DNA connection is the polar bear, but with mysterious DNA sequences. What was captivating about the prints was that they were very sharp. The second feature was that the prints looked like a human foot, but with a thumb. So you get this prime-like feeding, but hominioid at the same time.
There's literal photographic evidence that the Yeti is real, especially of how scientists have found the DNA sequence is very different from other animals. Well, there you have it. This has been Brett Rake. Sign it off.
I don't have a line. Just say my line. Okay. Perhaps you should start carrying silver, scratch West Virginia off your travel list, or just never dance on Goatman's Bridge. Stories hide lessons, so we can learn something from this.
Stories can also blur the line between fact and fiction, which can make them all the more interesting. We hope today we piqued your interest in these possibly true, probably fake tales.
Welcome to New Hearts, the home source. Here at our store, you'll find a variety of items featuring children's toys, jewelry, kitchen tools, and everything in between. Found something that's really caught your eye? Come speak with one of our staff members. They're passionate about their jobs, and you'll find they're always willing to help.
I love working with everybody. They're super friendly, super knowledgeable of what's going on, and they always have a plan, and it's always something creative and new.
One of the things we take pride in is our window displays, where we showcase unique merchandise you can find at our store. And the best part about these displays is that they're constantly changing throughout the year. So stop by often to see and enjoy our one-of-a-kind window dressings.
You know, over the years, the store has developed and redefined itself over and over. And that's what's always been exciting about having a business in a community like Warwick. You know, it's always changing, there's always something new. It's an exciting place to live, but it's also really great to have a business here.
Newhart's has been run by Michael Newhart and his two sisters for over 35 years and counting. So please come support our local business. We'd love to have your patronage. For more information, you can call Newhart's at 845-986-4544 or email us at info@newharts.com. Newhart's, the home source.